Hi guys, how are you today? I hope it's a good day for you. It's been a pretty good day for me. Kind of distracted. My mind is going everywhere. Um, I slept in late, and that felt good to be able to sleep for a while without things waking me up, pain and stuff. The It's fall, and I've been kind of overdoing it, so it's probably sending me into a flare. Trying to get things done, like I talked about last time, and get things organized and ready for winter. And I decided to show this view today because there's so many projects behind me that I've been working on, and I'm not accomplishing much of anything. I did get a set of curtains done for my daughter, and I'll try and show a clip of that during this video. I got really frustrated with it. My hands are hurting, and when my hands hurt, it's more difficult to accomplish things. And that bothers me more when my hands hurt, even when I'm not trying to do stuff. But anyway, so I've laid out these curtains, and I knew I didn't have a lot of energy, but I wanted to get these curtains done and hung. And so I just cut them, and I just folded them and cut them along the fold lines. And of course, the lines are crooked, and I had to readjust. And it's stretchy kind of fabric, thin, just something to cover the windows. And okay, I'll try and show this to you guys. You can see that the right in here, the curtains, they're cut. The line isn't straight, so it's all wrinkly, and it's down here at the seam is just not straight. It's wiggly, and down here it's kind of puckery, and the line didn't go straight across. I hope you can see that, but in the end, when they're hanging, it's not bad, and nobody will really notice but me. So, it was so frustrating to try and get that fabric to fold right and lay flat, and, compensate for my bad cuts. So, I need these hobbies that I do. I need the distraction. I need to do them. And doing these hobbies gives me a sense of accomplishment that I don't get in other areas of my life. I can clean the whole house every day, but I don't get the sense of satisfaction that I get out of sewing something that's tangible, or even in Minecraft, creating something that I can go back and look at later and, take a photo of and say, what, this is where I spent my time today. And Minecraft is kind of a special thing because it captures my attention better than sewing, and I don't have to use my body, so it hurts less. But I get the sense in Minecraft of being outdoors and, being amongst the wildlife and wild, areas, hiking a mountain and, gardening and stuff like that. And I love modded Minecraft especially, and that's why I talked myself into getting the computer, because I want to, I love the birds, and I love to, tinker around with things and create something and put things together. And modded gives you more of that, yeah, it gives you more options in that area. So I'm enjoying it a lot, and I'll try and post some pictures. This whole video thing and technology it's something that I didn't grow up with, and it's very difficult for me to try and accomplish. And I wanted to mention my phone. I went in the second time, and I decided, okay, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna get a new phone. And the salesman, I was ready to buy a new phone, and he said, maybe it's just the battery. So maybe you just want to replace the battery before you go and buy a new phone. And I went to a battery shop, and he put in a new battery, and my phone has not died since. So I'm very grateful that they gave me that advice, and I did that. I didn't have to buy a new phone because I like this phone so much. I'm used to it, and it's got my stuff on it. I don't have to redo anything. So that's good. And it's, I understand how to hook it up to the computer and download a video, and, I'm learning more and more every time I do a video of how to edit it and how to put things together and modify things. So hopefully you can hear me and you can see me and things are clear. Um, so, yeah, that's that. And the big thing about buying a new phone and buying a computer and even buying fabrics for the hobbies that, the projects I want to sew, is that I don't feel like I deserve to spend that money because I don't produce anything. I don't make money, is what it comes down to. I don't feel like I deserve to spend money on myself and my projects and things that I want to make, even though I'm making quilts that are very useful, and my family gets a lot of enjoyment out of. My husband, I made a quilt for him many years ago, and he still brags about that quilt, and he still uses it when we're camping, and he uses it here in the winter, just as a throw. He ends up sleeping in his chair half the time because he falls asleep when he's there for most of the night. Yeah, quilts are a tangible thing, but it costs a lot of money to produce one quilt. I might invest $200 or $300 just in materials, and then I'm spending hours and hours and hours putting together this quilt and, thinking about it and designing it and getting all the pieces and parts together. And it's a long process, but it gives me a lot of joy. It gives me a sense of accomplishment, and I need that. I think everybody needs that in their lives. But I'm struggling more and more with my quality, and I'm a perfectionist at heart. I want the points to match. I want the lines to line up. But when I do a 1/4 inch seam, I want that 1/4 inch seam to be perfect and to lie down flat. When I do a curve, I don't want any puckers or anything. So I'm really struggling with that quality, and how to, I can't get over that. That's kind of might be what's holding me back right now, is that I know I can't produce the quality I once did, but I still want to accomplish something. So that's going to be a learning curve for me to kind of say, okay, this is good enough. It's not perfect. I'm not ever going to make it perfect as I once did. And I need to accept that. And that's part of the journey of fibromyalgia, is learning to accept our changing situation, to grieve the losses that we've had and allow ourselves that grief, and realize that we're not going to accomplish what we once did, and things, go downhill, and that's just the way fibromyalgia goes at this point in time. And there's always new theories coming out, but still there's no definitive answer. So we'll go on. We'll take our lives one day at a time and accomplish what we can every day. And so I end up taking a lot of shortcuts when I'm trying to do things and trying to make things easier for myself. And in the end, it makes it harder because I'm not satisfied with the results. With my increasing pain and fatigue, I'm finding that I need to rely more and more on my family. And that's something that I'm really struggling with also, because I like to feel like I have accomplished something, and I like to feel like I'm worth something and that I'm doing stuff for my family. And I also intrinsically, as much as, women's roles have changed, I still think in traditional ways. So I think that since I'm not out making money, I should be able to keep care of the house and to, provide a hot meal for my family when they come home, to, keep the groceries stocked and everything else that we need in the house stocked and ready for them. And I should be able to, keep up with the dishes and the laundry and the vacuuming and the sweeping and mopping and cleaning windows and, everything that I have never really been able to keep up with in my life, and I've always tried. I've always been there trying, but more and more and more I have to rely on my family to do those things, and it's very hard for me because I do think in traditional ways, and I don't, I have to keep reminding myself that no, that's not how things are. It's okay for my husband to wash dishes a few nights a week. It's okay to ask my other family members to pitch in and do these things, that they're getting old enough to handle themselves and do for themselves. So, our gender roles are evolving and changing in America. And it's, so I was taking a shower. This is why I'm talking about this. I was taking a shower and I knew I had to shave my legs. And shaving my legs is so difficult. I just don't like it. Hi guys, how are you today? I hope it's a good day for you. It's been a pretty good day for me. Kind of distracted. My mind is going everywhere. I slept in late, and that felt good to be able to sleep for a while without things waking me up, the pain and stuff. It's fall, and I've been kind of overdoing it, so it's probably sending me into a flare. Trying to get things done like I talked about last time and get things organized and ready for winter. And I decided to show this view today because there's so many projects behind me that I've been working on, and I'm not accomplishing much of anything. I did get a set of curtains done for my daughter, and I'll try and show a clip of that during this video. I got really frustrated with it. My hands are hurting, and when my hands hurt, it's more difficult to accomplish things. And that bothers me more when my hands hurt, even when I'm not trying to do stuff. But anyway, so I've laid out these curtains, and I knew I didn't have a lot of energy, but I wanted to get these curtains done and hung. And